The number of testing has increased, 220,000 total people now tested. Positive cases are up to 7,900. Total cases, 83,000. Number of deaths, 1,900, up from 1,550. That number will continue to go up. We use McKinsey, which is a consultant to the state, for this purpose, to basically look at all the models and come up with a composite model. What we're looking at now is the apex, top of the curve, roughly at the end of April, which means another month of this. Minimal social distancing impact is where we get the 110,000, 37,000 ventilators. High compliance with social distancing, you still have 75,000 COVID beds as opposed to 110, you're 25,000 ventilators, okay? So when I keep pushing for high compliance on social distancing, it's because high compliance on social distancing will reduce the number. Both models say you apex at the end of April, just a lower need at that apex. And that is what we want, because this all comes down to, at the apex, can your hospital system manage the volume of people coming into the hospital system? This model projects you're going to have a high death rate through July. If this model is correct, this could go through the summer. But can you come up with a public health strategy that is consistent with people getting out of their homes and starting to get back to work? Yes, you can. My opinion is the best way to do that is to come up with a rapid testing procedure. On the good news front, we have new testing available in New York. Regeneron, which is a great New York company, has created 500,000 testing kits at no charge. Thank you, Regeneron. And they are distributing them across the state. Corning, another great company, has donated 100,000 tubes and $500,000 at reduced cost, so we can do more tests. New York is very aggressive on testing. We have been from day one, and we think that has helped us slow the spread of this virus. My favorite topic, young people must get this message, and they still have not gotten the message. We're going to take more dramatic actions. We are going to close down the New York City playgrounds and leave the open spaces available. So use the open space in a park, walk around, get some sun, great. No density, no basketball games, no close contact, no violation of social distancing. My brother Christopher, as I told you yesterday, tested positive for the coronavirus. He's at home. He's doing fine enough. He has a fever, he has chills, symptoms of basically a very bad flu. But I think this is illustrative in a number of ways. First of all, anyone can get this disease. Relatively young people, strong people, people who take a lot of vitamin pills, people who go to the gym a lot. Anyone can get this disease. There is no superhero who is immune from this disease. That goes for a New Yorker, as well as a Texan, as well as a Californian. Anyone can get it. No one can be protected from it. I couldn't protect my own brother. With all he knows and as smart as he is, he couldn't protect himself. So anyone can get it, and everyone has to be protected. I understand the data. I understand 80% self-resolve, 20% go in the hospitals. Christopher is not in the category that is problematic. by all the data. He should have it. He'll have it for a period of time. And he will then resolve. If he has bad symptoms, he'll go into the hospital. He'll be treated, and he'll be released. That's what all the numbers say. Even though that's what all the numbers say, when he told me he had the coronavirus, it scared me. It frightened me. Why? Because we still don't know. We still don't know. And even if there's just a 1%, 2% chance, it's frightening. It is frightening. It frightened me. And I deal with all sorts of stuff. And I've seen all sorts of things. And it frightened me. Why? Because we're talking about my brother. We're talking about my little brother. This is my best friend. Talk to him several times a day. Basically, spend my whole life with him. And it is frightening on a fundamental level. And it's frightening because there's nothing I can do, and I'm out of control, and there's nobody who can tell me, and Dr. Zucker can't tell me anything, and Tony Fauci can't tell me anything because nobody really knows. And this situation is the same situation for everyone, for everyone. So yes, I'm frightened for my brother. I'm worried about my brother, as everyone is worried about everyone in their family and everybody they love. I take solace in the numbers and the facts, because you can't divorce yourself from the facts, otherwise you go to a place of irrationality. But we're emotional beings, and as an emotional being, it is frightening, and it is unknown, and it is threatening, and it is scary, and people are dying. He's going to be okay. I believe that. He's in his basement. I sent him over a book that could be helpful, Beginner's Guide to Striped Bass Fishing. I hope he picks up some tips from that. But I also want to say to him, because I want him to know, he found out yesterday morning that he had coronavirus. He did his show last night. He did a show last night from his basement. What a gutsy, courageous thing to do. And we talked about it. And in some ways, this can be very instructive, I think, to many people. Because everybody wants to know, well, what happens if you get coronavirus? All right, he did. And he does this show every night. Maybe some nights he won't be able to do it, but he does this show every night. So what's the positive? Show the country what it means to have coronavirus. And that information, that experience, can be helpful to people. And that's why he did the show last night. Okay, I have coronavirus. But you know what? Here I am. I'm doing my show. I didn't fall over. I didn't collapse. It's not a death sentence. Here I am. I'm doing my show. Kudos to him. My pop would be proud. I love you, little brother. And even though this isn't a flattering picture, I did not pick this picture with your mouth open, but it is suitable in some ways.